this is. Hold on. What are we doing? Okay. So we're going to be learning and playing CodeNames. So in CodeNames, I will just tell you the setup here because I never quite get it right because it's odd. So where's the objective of the game? Okay, so here's the deal. Me and Michelle are going to be the spy masters, okay? We know the identities of 25 secret agents out in the field.
Let's pretend we're looking at
we'll pretend.
a grid.
Oh, have we played this before?
I feel like you played
Oh.
it.
I played the Disney version of this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. But I don't. Yeah, I'll need a refresh.
So these are 25 spies, these cards that are laid out in the table here. And the spy masters are going to take turns, and we're going to give one-word clues. And what the clues are related to are the meaning of the words.
Oh, yeah, this is fun. This is,
okay.
Yeah.
So these words, so for example, Atlantis is one of the spies in the field, right? And we have a secret chart like this, not this chart, but one like this. So if Michelle's red and I'm blue, in this case, Michelle would be the first player and she'd have an extra spy in the field. And this is saying that these 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all red. So she needs to identify to Layla these 5 without having Layla guess the other spies, right? The worst thing to do is to get in this case, the compound card, because that is the assassin. And if you pick him, you lose the game immediately.
Well, the round. Immediately.
The round, yeah. If you get a neutral person, your turn just ends. That's the gray ones, so here. And if you get one of the other person's cards, your turn also ends, but then they get the card covered up. So whenever we get something right, we cover it with our color. Bam. And the first person to get all of their spies...
But you can't say blue, right? What do you mean?
I'm going to tell you what you can say.
Okay.
Okay? So here's what clues are. Giving a clue. If you're the spy master, you try and think of a one-word clue that relates to one or more of the spies that you're trying to recall. When you think of a good clue, you say it, and then you say a number to tell your teammate how many code names are related to your clue. So for example, if 2 of the words are nut and bark, you could say tree, 2. So I'm saying 2 of our people are tree related, and that's the clue, tree 2. You are allowed to give a clue for only one word, like cashew, 1, but it's fun to try and get 2 or more. Getting 4 words is a big accomplishment. 1 word. Your clue must be a single word. You are not allowed to give extra hints. For example, you can't say, this may be a bit of a stretch, but no. Okay? You just say your clues. So me and Michelle, it's really important that we just give the clues that we want to give and don't give you any hints, winks, nods, nodges, anything like that. Okay? Once I give you a clue, so I'm going to give you a clue, Waylon, for example. When I give you a clue, you try and figure out what it means. So you think about it, you can talk aloud. You can't really talk to me, but if you want to talk to Layla, that's fine.
Why do you want to talk to her?
You could, but maybe she'll help you out if you were thinking about something. She might be a nice opponent. But anyway, you figure something out and you point to a card. At that point, that's where we say you got a neutral person, you got it right, or you got one of your people.
So neutral person just means whatever.
It just means your turn's over.
Yeah.
All right. You always have to guess 1 card, okay? So you can guess more than 1, but you have to guess 1.
At least.
You can stop anytime after you guess 1, okay? But you may want to guess more. You can guess 1 more than the number I say. So if I said tree 2, you could guess 3 things. Now, you normally wouldn't do that, but let's say it's almost the end of the game and we're about to lose, you might want to do that. And the other reason you might want to do it is, let's say I say tree 2, and you know that nut and bark are both tree related, but you know you missed something earlier and you figured it out now. So you might be like, okay, I'm going to go on and get that other thing that I missed earlier. So me and Michelle will go back and forth until one of us wins or one of us loses. If you give a bad clue, your turn ends immediately, and as an additional penalty, the other team gets a penalty cover of their choice. You don't want to cheat. It says try to keep a straight face. Don't try and give hints. So if you're like, this one, and I don't want to be like, I just need to sit back. I am like you're talking to me on a telephone. We're not going to use a timer. Here's a few other rules. Your clue must be about the meaning of the word. So I can't say, like, let's say England was the word. I couldn't say gland. That's about the letters in the word, right? Not the meaning of the word. You can't tie together bug, bed, and bow by saying B3, right? Do you need one of us to look at that, Layla?
No, it's just annoying.
Okay. Because that's about the letters in the word, not the meanings, right? Letters and numbers are valid clues as long as they refer to meanings. The number you say after your clue can't be a clue, so you can't say citrus 8, meaning lemon and octopus. The number is just about how many cards your word relates to. You must use English words, so no Spanish, sorry. You can't say any form of a visible word on the table. So it says, until break is covered up, you couldn't say break, obviously, or broken, breakage, or breakdown. So if a word is on the table, you're not supposed to use it as part or a clue.
Right.
You can't say part of a compound word on the table. So if horseshoe is covered, is uncovered, you can't say horseshoe, unhorsed, or snowshoe, sorry. Because that says don't be too strict. We aren't going to be horrible. So two last.
It's been going since.
Yeah, it's weird.
The workout thingy.
I think it's wind flowing through something. Two. Oh, is it? It sounds like a trumpet, but I assumed it was wind.
Yeah, it's been going.
Okay.
Because it's been going.
The last things. These are expert things. Okay. First is expert clue 0. So I might say feathers 0. That means nothing that we want to do relates to feathers. And that would be important if I'm trying to say don't guess bird, but guess other things. So feather 0 means nothing we have on the board, none of our clues relate to feathers. If 0 is the number, you can guess as many as you want, but you still have to guess 1. It can be handy. Second, unlimited. Sometimes you may have multiple unguessed things. So you might say feathers, unlimited. The problem with that is you don't know how many words on the table relate to feathers, but that's where you're just saying, I need you to guess a whole bunch of junk right now. They're about to win, so go bananas. Okay, that's all the rules. This game goes really fast, so maybe we'll get in a couple rounds, and this will kind of be a practice. Michelle and Layla are going to start. We have the secret clues here, so I'm going to look them over. In blue.
Creature 1. What?
I think. Should we help each other or should we be against each other?
You're supposed to be against each other. I was just saying, if you're really like, oh, what do you think they mean? You can do a little talking, but you shouldn't just say, grab this. We're really against
a
each
word
other.
like no that sounds like 2 words, I can spell which one I mean.
Yes, absolutely. And what did you say? You said creature 1?
Creature 1.
All right. Layla, do you want to continue guessing or end your turn?
understand how to get me turn.
Okay. Waylon, are you ready? Kitchenware 3.
Wow.
Okay, it goes strong right away. You just touch it, just tap it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait, do we still get this one if I guess something wrong?
No, if you get something wrong, yeah, that's done. You got that no matter what.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
You can stop anytime or you can keep going. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice job.
Fruit 2.
Oh.
Hmm?
Now the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you done?
Wait, you know how to guess, right?
Laser 2.
Oof. Laser. What was that one? Laser. Light. Laser. Oh.
Nice guessing.
I'm done.
Layla, it's okay if you help him out.
Shut up.
Really? It's your turn.
I have to give a clue.
I know. I know.
You better watch it. It can go down really fast here.
I know. Could you get like 8 cards in one turn?
I don't know about that. I mean, I could. Anything's possible.
It would be literally impossible to get all the cards because that doesn't happen.
Or 2, O-R-E.
Mm. Did Layla ask you for help with her thumb?
No.
Layla has declined help with it.
Wait, who's watching?
Nobody's watching this. Just
Who chatted that or whatever?
your mother.
That's all. How fast can you type?
Fast enough?
100 words per minute?
No.
50?
Over 50. Okay. I can't. This is hard. How many do you have?
5.
4 left.
Oh, 4 left. We're tied.
We're one behind because we started.
Layla says her thumb is hurting more and more as time passes. Let me see your thumb, Layla.
Wait, what does it have to do? Is it that little thing right there?
Just, can I see it really quick?
Has she complained, like, is that her?
It just
again?
needs to come out.
Okay, let me see it.
It's right at the top.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I
don't
think
even
it's a
know what
piece
I
of
did.
metal.
Give that tweezers.
I thought it was
It's
a
in
piece of
the-
metal.
First aid kit.
Pause the game.
It's not shiny. I don't think it's metal.
No?
I think it's a piece of natural
What is it,
something.
rock or something? Rock or wood?
Surgery on camera. Take 1.
Oh. This is random, but my dog's hairs are so pokey that they like go into you.
I've had that.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. Get it?
Hmm?
It's asking if you got it. I'm guessing not. And Layla had one hair go into her and then
One what?
when hair and dogs are going through
It hurts.
started to come back out.
Sliver has just got a really weird top.
This makes for interesting streaming, I guess.
Wait, so we're not tied?
We start, whoever starts has to get one extra, so we're one behind. We have technically the same, but in order to win, we need to get 4 and you guys need 3.
Here, just look at it. Just look, I'm concerned I'm pushing it in further.
Oh. But
It looks like it just gets sliver. Most should work their way out, unless it's...
Oh yeah, I think you actually pushed it in a little.
How is that possible? Do we want to pause this stream or
Let's pause this.
this is awkward to
Goodbye.
We'll be back in a second.